Cigarette just kills, but the butt destroys. Do you know how? Let me explain. One day I was just sleeping next to my beautiful aquarium. I just woke up to realize and see all my fishes in my aquarium were dead. It is only because later I realized there was one cigarette butt which was in my aquarium. These one cigarette butt can contaminate to 7,000 liters of water every day. Do you realize? That's when the idea of filter freaks came into my existence. But how many of these cigarette butts sold globally? It's 4.5 trillion cigarette butts, which equals to New York State Park. One cigarette filter, when you throw it in the atmosphere, it takes 15 years to degrade, and these are actually made from the plants. These are called cellulose acetate. These to make cellulose acetate, one cigarette filter, it takes up to 600 million trees are cut down every year. To make cigarette acetate, these actually compound is mixed with acetic acid, which binds together and makes it cellulose acetate, which is a highly demanded raw material for several industries, which can be to make into fibers, cellulose acetate pellets. But ever wondered what would happen to that one cigarette when a smoker smokes and this throws it away in a public? This is just the example of a time series where a single cigarette butt travels a miles of kilometers, ends up our aquatic animals in oceans, affecting up to 30% of our marine ecosystem. These microplastics in cigarette butts affects our fisheries, which they consume and ingested, and these comes back in a food chain, which is affecting our elders and kids and entire humanity. But how do we solve this bigger issue? Now, let us dive in to collect each cigarette butts in Bangalore in India, and to make sure these were recycled and cleaned, and we have our own patented technology to make sure this process is toxic free. We collect from public places, clean them, transform them into one of the world's best 100% cellulose acetate material, which can be recycled into the world's first eyewear brand. How do we collect? In India, the raising consciousness, we are trying to build this kind of boxes where people can stop their cigarette butts in their areas. And the collaboration is just like one of the campaign which happened in India recently, Butt Rush, where we're in talking terms, where they collected 0.6 million cigarette butts in just 3 days across 4 major cities in India. And the pubs, since Bangalore has the highest in Asia's number of pubs, like counting out to 1,300 pubs across Bangalore, we're tying up with 50 to 60 pubs already to make sure we collect their cigarette waste. So let us all join hands and let's see the cigarette butt from a different point of view to ensure our environment is cigarette butt free. Thank you, one and all.